Alright, can anybody hear me out there? How is the audio? Alright, you can hear me. Outstanding. This is new software for me, so I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants here. And I apologize ahead of time if I'm clumsy with this game right now. I'm actually pretty good at it, but this is a new experience playing it on the Switch. Alright. Hopefully I did something to improve the audio that I was experiencing yesterday. Yeah, this is my actual voice. This is not tweaked by the voice changer that I typically use. Now the challenge here, guys, is we go through this game and we don't die in it, okay? We don't die. There will be no dying, and if there is, I start all the way over at the beginning. Game volume is too high. Let me see if I can fix that. Bear with me 1 second here, guys. Second here. Alright, I lowered it by a couple of decibels. Does the game audio sound better now? Double audio on Zelda, huh? I will continue to play around with it here.
Playing with the audio. Give me 1 second here, guys. I turned it down a couple of decibels. Hopefully that does the trick. I think I might have figured out the double audio issue. My monitor was being really goofy. I think it was creating double audio. Audio sounds better now? Okay. Well, I'm going without a monitor, so let me know in the chat if there's anything that I can do to fix things up. I don't really know why I killed those little guys. You don't need to go into this next room, but I did it anyway. I feel really clumsy with this game right now. This controller, I have a Switch Pro controller. Actually, I have several of them, and I love it very much, but I'm not accustomed to this game at all. Keeping in mind, this is a game that I've been playing for literal decades now. Yeah, I hear a lot of people don't want to play this game. They don't want to show off gameplay of it because it's hard. It's a tough game. How's my day going? Well, I'm playing Zelda right now and talking to y'all, so I'm pretty good. Game audio is still too loud. Let me pull it down a couple more decibels here. Kill these bats and I'll take care of it. Ever play Ghosts and Goblins? Oh yeah, I played that. I never owned it though, so it wasn't a game that I played that much, but I had a few people that would let me borrow it. Alright. So I just turned down the game audio a few more decibels. Hopefully that is the proper mix here. I'm kind of flying blind here, so to speak. I've got no monitor at the moment. My monitor was causing double audio issues, so bear with me here. Is this Avowed? I mean, graphically you would think so. Probably my favorite item in the entire game. Be careful not to let these little turds grab a hold of you. They take you back to the very beginning of the level. Very annoying. Hello, Ernest. Angelus, or Angelus, I don't know how that's pronounced. Thank you for all your hard work and love this game. Well, I appreciate you very much for being here. And yes, I also love this game extremely much. Probably my favorite game of all time. This is like my comfort food right here. If I just want to chill out, this is what I put on. Yes, I do stream. Jagger. Do I play survival horror? I have played Resident Evil since Resident Evil was a thing. So, yeah, you know, I do play that genre. Though I'm not, like, the biggest fan of the genre. I like it, it's just not my favorite thing. Can't hear me over the game sound. Okay, well, I will see about turning it down some more decibels here. I apologize for any of that, guys. You have this game on the gold cart, but you never beat it. Oh, man. That's like a crime, bro. You've got to beat that game. Alright. Hopefully that sounds a little better. Oh yeah, Link to the Past is a great game. The nostalgia for me with this one puts it over the top. But yeah, no, Link to the Past is outstanding. Bombs in the last dungeon. That's weird. Usually I do. Much better? Okay, that's good. Does that help right there? Another thing I just played around with is the volume on my actual microphone. Yo, the captain is live. Hi Doc, been watching your channel for a while and enjoying it. Well, I really appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that. Alright, let's see. So I need to grab, let me refresh my memory real quick. I need to make sure that I get a hold of a shield, and I want the blue ring before I go into the next dungeon. The next dungeon has what I would consider to be arguably the most difficult room in the game. At least compared to the power level that you're supposed to be at. Yeah, this is the Doc's real voice. This is what I sound like. When I go live, I don't really have a way to alter my audio. I do, but it's super convoluted, and honestly, it's just not worth the trouble. And I don't know if it would work that well. Modern audience. Yeah, I love saying that. It's hilarious. Hopefully, the contempt that I have for the modern audience comes off every time I say it. Well, there's my bombs. Feel the contempt? Well, good. I'm very glad. Oh, I'm getting some lag. Need more bombs. Can't believe I was that careless with them right there. I could have worked for the Nintendo Power Hotline. I mean, when I was a kid, I was reading those magazines absolutely constantly. So yeah, I probably absorbed like 90% of what they had to write in their magazines. How far are we from a new ship? We're a couple hundred away. Hey, there's my bombs. If I were forced to play a modern audience yuck, what would it be? Oh, God. Oh, man. I feel like this is something that I'm going to be held to later on. I don't know, man. maybe Avowed? I think, just because it is trying so hard to be, there it is, trying so hard to be a game that I do enjoy, I think I could get through it quicker than other games. I hear it's short as well, so I feel like I could beat Avowed really fast. So I will say Avowed. I have no interest in subjecting myself to that kind of thing, though. I just don't. I know there's a lot of streamers out there, and I admire how they go through and, you know, they'll play these bad games, and I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I find it amusing when they tear them apart, but man, I just don't want to do that. FF7 Part 3 is going to be my last game unless Death Stranding 2 doesn't have that stuff in it. Yeah, I haven't played the FF7 remakes. I don't know how I feel about them, to be honest with you. It's tough to want to play them. Yo, first stream of mine that you've caught. Well, welcome. Appreciate you being here. I haven't done very many of them, so probably a good reason you haven't caught me. Yeah, Avowed is at least a game. It's just very mid. There is no reason to play it when I have Skyrim available. And yes, I've also heard that 15 hours is roughly what you're going to get out of an Avowed game. I also love the OG FF7, and I just haven't been able to bring myself to actually play the new one. I can't do it. Not yet, anyway. I probably will at some point. I'll probably stream it even. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And to be fair, my backlog is massive. I probably don't really have any good excuse to be playing these old games all the time. I just love them. I probably should be playing this stuff for my backlog, but I'm irresponsible, I guess. Yes, I've also been picky for the last decade or so. And I never made like a conscious decision. I was never like, oh man, I should stop buying these games for culture war reasons or anything. It was a natural reaction to what I was seeing. I don't know, there was so much stuff that just looked unappealing to me. I just stopped, and I think there's a lot of people like that. You didn't wake up one day and go, that's it, I'm not buying any more of these games. You just stopped. Alright, gotta grab the shield. Virtually 0 coins left, but I gotta save up 255 of them. I think it is 250 or 255, so I can get my blue ring. The Zelda and Mario cereal, I absolutely remember. Absolutely. It's a cereal in a bowl. I think that was the phrase for it, right? For that cartoon commercial. Something really smug about these moblins in this game. I don't like the way they look at me. I kill them with extreme prejudice. Do I like Super Mario RPG? Actually, weird enough, it was a game that I never really played. Not because I didn't want to, but I never owned it on the Super Nintendo or anything. So I only played it just sparingly. I had a couple friends that had the game, and so yeah, I didn't have much opportunity to play it. But I like it in concept an awful lot. And I know that it just got that Nintendo Switch release, so I've been meaning to pick it up and play it. I just haven't yet. Anyone remember TMNT Green Ooze Pastry? Oh man, I didn't know there was such a thing. The Ninja Turtles are my boys. I love the Turtles, bro. So, would have absolutely bought that. Oh man, this is taking forever. Why am I not getting coins at the rate that I usually do? Maybe I'll just chug through this. I'm just gonna go into the dungeon. I don't need to get the blue ring first. Famous last words. Germany and England is lost, but there is hope. I think all of Europe is lost. Yeah, Europe is disappointing. Super Mario Brothers Super Show, I absolutely watched that. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. It's pretty great, actually. Is a level of lag in this version of the game that I am not particularly enjoying. I will persevere, but I don't love it. Do the Mario! Have I watched the chat music about the Snow White trailer? The comments are hilarious. Yeah, dude, that YouTube channel that did that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My brother sent that to me a few weeks ago, I think it was, and I absolutely loved it. What do I think of Chris Pratt's Mario? Jeez. I really like Chris Pratt, so any criticism I have is, you know, not necessarily directed at him or his abilities, but I don't know, I really wanted the traditional voice. So, it's fine, I think. Worst game launch for me. God, I'm trying to think. There's a couple of really disappointing ones. I'm a big Twisted Metal fan. I love Twisted Metal, so the newest Twisted Metal that they put out like 6 or 7 years ago or however long ago it was, that was pretty bad for me. I was really looking forward to that game, and it was extremely disappointing. Yeah, the traditional voice did at least make a cameo in Mario. That was cool. I think the best 2D Zelda is still Link to the Past. What do you all think? I mean, I'm definitely prejudiced. I have a bias big time with this game. This is the first game I ever beat. So it's going to be very tough for me to admit that this isn't the greatest game ever made. That being said, A Link to the Past is outstanding. If I were being truly objective, A Link to the Past or Minish Cap, maybe A Link Between Worlds, those would be the ones that I would point to with like the crispest storytelling and gameplay and everything. I really liked them. What will happen to Marvel Rivals now? I mean, I think it's just going to be business as usual. Like I was talking about in my video yesterday, it wasn't the actual game director that got the axe. The people that they let go were essentially R&D people. It wasn't anything that was like the backbone of the game or anything. I think they'll be just fine. They have 40 million people. 40 million people playing that game now. It's an unreal number. Like, we're talking about like Fortnite type numbers, honestly. This is kind of an unreal level of success. I'm proud of them. I think it's super cool. I wish that it were a Western studio that I was praising and not, the communist Chinese. But hell, I mean, if they have done something to deserve the praise, then I'm going to give it to them. I mean, just got to be honest, right? What the hell? This game right here was the very first game I ever played when I was younger. Even beat it. It is really hard. Link to the Past was very fun. Yeah, I'm definitely really partial to Link to the Past as well. That game, it also gets me with the nostalgia. Remember the first time I ever saw somebody playing that game, I was so jealous. I didn't have A Link to the Past, and my cousin did. I went and visited him for Christmas that year, and I was just, I don't know if livid is the right word, but I was beside myself that there was a Zelda game that I did not have and that my cousin was playing. It was just terrible. Terrible. I have also played Oracle of Seasons and Ages. I've beaten them both. I see somebody saying that in the chat there. There are only, to my knowledge, 3 Legend of Zelda games that I have not beaten. The 2 DS games, so Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, I never had a DS, and so I just didn't get them back in the day. I will get around to them eventually, though. And then this new one, Echo of Wisdom, or whatever it's called. I think that's right. Echoes of Wisdom? Oh, my candle isn't there. I need my candle. Oh, Majora's Mask is a hell of a good game. That one is really high on my list of all-time Zelda games. Really love it. I need to get my candle. Oops, that's not the right way. I would also like a remake of Seasons and Ages. There has been news that apparently the Switch 2 is going to see a remake of... God, that's a lot of lag. There's going to be a remake of a 3D Zelda game. Which one, we do not know. I definitely have some that I would like to see, but... yeah, there's apparently going to be a new Zelda, or a remade Zelda game. I'd like to see another Twilight Princess port, to be honest with you. It's annoying to have to dig out my Wii U if I want to play Twilight Princess. Do I like the Metroid games? Yeah, I do like them. Not as much as Mario and Zelda. Those are my 2 biggies. I really like Kirby, too. But I love Metroid. Samus is actually my main in Smash Brothers. Or at least in the last couple editions of Smash Brothers. Way back in the day, it used to be Donkey Kong. I was a big Donkey Kong guy, but Samus is really cool. I love her design and everything. Did not mean to burn that candle right there. suck at these games but love them. Well, I don't suck at them. I'm pretty solid at this game anyway. A Ness guy. I also love Ness. He's amusing to me. I love everything about that character. Yeah, I suppose it probably does make some sense with Samus being my main. I obviously have an abiding love of like the science fiction type stuff. I like this fantasy setting an awful lot as well. High fantasy is my favorite stuff to read. And in fact, I've written a few books in the high fantasy genre. I think are pretty good. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess both need a Switch port. I completely agree. Once again, it's annoying to have to bust out my Wii U in order to play those games. That's practically criminal. Those games absolutely deserve some more love. Man, the lag here is a real thing. I'll survive it, but very annoying. Oh, I can't remember which of these bushes I have to burn. Is it that one? No, it might not even be this room. I'll have to jog my memory here. Four Swords could also use some attention big time. Very underrated title. Very, very underrated. Am I excited to play Yasuki Simulator? Yeah, dude, I'm very excited. In fact, I have a video coming out talking about Yasuki Simulator in an hour and a half. One thing I just want to throw out there for you too, by the way, Chad, I haven't mentioned it yet, and I've neglected in my duties, but I do have a goal. If I can get 10 super chats from you guys, I promise to sing you guys some karaoke. I am a former singer of a band that played for a long time, and I always relish the opportunity to sing. I love to do it. Go on into level 3. Yeah, the lag is because the NES was extraordinarily weak, for sure. Going into this level, very under-equipped compared to what I usually do, but I just don't feel like harvesting all the coins that I usually harvest before I go into these levels. I feel like that would be very boring for you guys to watch. Oh yes, the most difficult enemy in the game. Besides bosses, of course. Fighting these guys is way more difficult than I'm making it look like here, I will say. It requires a lot of concentration. Dr. Disaster, God bless you, and your day and night. Have a real one. You're a real one. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Game ending with the most aura. Perhaps genre of band. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to dox myself. But what's the best way to describe it? It was kind of 90s grunge, I guess, is probably the best way to describe it. Have I played any Dragon Ball games? Yeah, there was I can't remember what it's called. The Dragon Ball game on the Super Nintendo I played. It was an RPG. I played that quite a bit. I really enjoyed it. God, these guys are a pain in the butt. Hit like a truck. When you have a corner like this, you really want to use it and get freebies on them is really the biggest thing. They have very erratic patterns of walking, so... Ooh, there we go. I'll take the freebie here. Get that clock and these little turds have to stand in place. Alright. Yeah, Darknut are a pain in the ass to kill. That is an understatement. Oh man. This room. Come on, little SOBs. Get out of that hallway. There we go. There we go. Just gotta get this raft. Yeah, bombs work. I do use them at times, but usually I like to lean on my ability to outmaneuver them. Played Oracle of Ages and Seasons? Yes, I have. I was actually chatting about that earlier. They are pretty great games. I mean, there's a lot of competition for, the 2D Zelda games, but they are really high on my list. Still possess a copy of Super Princess Peach for the DS. Game was too easy for my taste, but the music was good. Is that weird? No, it's not weird. I think that game was alright. And I always advise, everybody, if you buy a Nintendo game, something, first-party Nintendo, hang on to it. It's going to maintain its value really, really well. They're great games. Resale value is great. Always buy physical with Nintendo. If you're buying a Nintendo game and you didn't get a physical copy, you're doing it wrong. Until we come to a point where they don't permit you to get physical. Stream is the perfect time for me. I'll keep watching if you keep doing it. Well, that works for me, man. What's a JRPG series you haven't played? Oh, crap. Controller. Got stuck for a second there. JRPG series that I haven't played. I guess you could say that I've played the Tales of series, but, not very much. Not enough to really say that I played them. Alright, got the map for this level. As you can see, they were naughty, and they had a very interesting design for the map shape in this particular level. Ugh, I need to get some hearts. I'm going to die to this boss. Can't remember what's down here again. Hopefully I can acquire some hearts from these guys here. Like I was saying earlier, I went into this level fairly inequipped compared to what I'm used to. No hearts for me. My book has been censored for almost 2 months now. It makes me feel validated in a sense. Shows how the world is more similar to Zelda games than people really know. Yeah. Yeah, censorship sucks, man. Alright, this is cool to see. Alright, well, I am very, very fearful of how this is gonna go, but let's just enter the room, see what happens. Gotta place this bomb really good. Gotcha. That was a little bit of a nail-biter, but we got there. WTF is this? This is the original Legend of Zelda. Is it true that BG4 is cooked? Yeah, Baldur's Gate 4, I'm not going to just come out and say that 100% it is cooked, but it certainly looks like the Dragon Age director is going to be the one pumping that game out, and that sucks. Sucks a lot, in fact. But, you know, I had kind of a bad taste in my mouth the whole time for Baldur's Gate 4. I just didn't have much hope. Wizards of the Coast is a terrible company. Just terrible. They are way more interested in progressive politics than they are actually doing something for the hobbyists who support them. Alright. Did I hear the doctor that mocks the modern audience? I heard that trying to mock him always ends in disaster. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. Don't mock the doc. I gotta go and get a sword upgrade here, guys. Gotta get a sword upgrade, and I really should go and acquire the blue ring. Look at magic. Yeah, I'm a big Magic the Gathering guy. I'm trying to think of what I can say without doxing myself, but yeah, I played Magic. I play Magic at a pretty high level. I really enjoy the game, but it's gotten harder to enjoy the game recently with a lot of the stuff that they have done with it. Favorite colors? Oh, is it? All the way. I'm a blue-red player in Magic, 100%. 100%. If I have the opportunity to play blue-red, I'm probably doing it. That being said, there are other color combinations that I enjoy. My least favorite is Selesnya by far. I don't do green-white. Those are my two least favorite colors. I'm a Grixis guy all the way. I love blue is my favorite color, red is my second, and black is my third. And they are all close to each other. Like, I love all of them. Well, just wanted to stop by and say hi. Well, hi back at ya, a guy named Naz. Always happy to say hi to people. Alright, let's get that sword upgraded. I like red and green. Yeah, Gruul is pretty good, man. Gruul is really good, in fact. Played from Invasion until Khans, so yeah, you got a good decade or so in on that. Khans of Tarkir was an interesting set. Block, I guess I should say. Actually, I really hate that they don't do, like, block sets any longer. I really hate that. I don't think I'm alone in that. Alright, my first super chat. Come on. We need the karaoke to subside my curiosity. I mean, I would agree. I think that you guys need to hear me sing. I'll even sing the song that my wife heard the first time that we really met, and the rest was history. I was out at karaoke one night when my wife and I met. Avowed or Kingdom Come 2, which is worse? I would say easily Avowed. Kingdom Come is a really complicated... It's complicated how I feel about that game. I think the game itself, like the mechanics and everything, look really good. I mean, just being 100% honest, it looks really good. I just don't like how the developers treated people. If we do karaoke, can we pick the songs you sing via poll? Oh, 100%. I mean, I'd be fine with that. That being said, I will limit the selections. There are certain songs that I can't do. So, there will be some give and take. But I feel like I have something to prove at a certain point. Like, you know, I've made a claim, and y'all probably need to, you know, hear me so that you know that I'm not just talking shit. I need 120 more coins. Ooh, now 115. Ubisoft is cooked. Yup, big time. I hated what Wizards of the Coast did to the Lord of the Rings box set. They did it dirty. Yeah, like, I think the cards, the mechanics of the Lord of the Rings were well done. I think it was a fun set. But I definitely don't care for what they did with Aragorn at all. That's not cool. I request Baby Shark. I have little kids. They're a little bit beyond the Baby Shark era, but I have had my fill of Baby Shark, I will say. ABBA or Ed Sheeran? Under Pressure. Yeah, Under Pressure is a great song. So, I do Pearl Jam an awful lot. I'll give you guys... So, I was kind of talking about that earlier. The song that I like to do the most is Black by Pearl Jam. Absolutely love the song. My band used to cover Pearl Jam quite a bit, for obvious reasons. Ubisoft killed by an assassin. I mean, is he an assassin, though? To be fair, I don't know that... I would really classify him as an assassin. I mean, maybe you could make the argument that he's the ultimate assassin, having, killed Ubisoft, but, from a technical perspective, gotta bounce, have a great one all. My boyfriend tried singing Baby Shark to me when we first met. I had to shut that down. Yeah, I would also. But it sounds like he's got a good sense of humor, so that's cool. Sense of humor is everything, folks. Absolutely everything. If you can't laugh at yourself, I don't know what you're even doing. He assassinated an entire company. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get real technical, like I say, I don't know that I would think of him as an assassin. I don't think of samurai that way. If you wanted to even concede that he was a samurai, I just don't think of samurai when I think of assassins. But all that being said, bro did assassinate an entire company, so that is something. All right, take the raft, getting extra hard. Haven't touched WoW for at least 4 months now. What really sucks is I was actually thinking about getting into WoW again. I had the itch. Every once in a while, I get the itch. I want to play World of Warcraft. But, oh god, that company, Blizzard, is just so gross. Yeah, I don't know. My brother plays World of Warcraft sporadically, and he has been talking me into playing. If I do, I'll stream it for you guys, but I just struggle to want to give those people my money. Alright, I gotta go, Doc. Nice to hear you are well. Take care. See you next video/stream. Yeah, man, I appreciate you being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, Dr. D, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm sitting here playing arguably my favorite game of all time. This is my comfort food right here, folks. This is my comfort food, the original Zelda. Not sure how many times I've beaten this game, but it's a fair amount. I used to do speed runs on it. Like right now, I'm taking the scenic route with this. I'm taking my time on it, but I used to be pretty good at speeding through it, and I could beat it in something around an hour and a half to 2 hours, something like that. It's been a minute since I timed myself, but I really enjoy it. Is Kingdom Come 2 worth checking out or nah? I mean, the game looks good. Like, if we're just talking about the game, I think it looks like a good game. This is just me being honest with what I see. There are things in it that I would consider to be potentially objectionable. If it's something that you can get past, then you'll probably enjoy yourself. That's just a real talk here. You'll probably enjoy yourself. Hello from Cornwall. Cornwall? Where's Cornwall? But hello. Wherever that is. Got to head off to cook. Thank you for streaming. Glad I was able to at least join one of them. Looking forward to my future streams. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you being here. This was the first video game I ever beat when I was like 5. Yeah, I think I was 8 when I was 8 when I got the game. I didn't get my first Nintendo till I was 8 years old. I got it for my 8th birthday, actually. And then, I think I was still 8 when I beat this. 8 or maybe 9. You little devils. If there wasn't a fairy in the next room over, I'd have been really pissed about y'all smacking me like that. Southwest England. Okay, it had a real English sound to it, so that is unsurprising to me. The UK. All right. How are things there? Censorious, I've been hearing. I'm a bit of a politico. I like to listen to political content. Sargon of Akkad is my spirit animal. Love the guy. gifted 10 Dr. Disaster memberships. Well, very big thanks. I appreciate that, man. And I think that is going to constitute having beaten the buzzer on the goal for the karaoke. I think you guys are going to be able to hear me sing. Am I going to be able to do that while I'm playing the game, though? I think I could probably do it while I'm playing the game. Oh yeah, I love Arch as well. Arch is great. Arch is absolutely great. Whenever there's, particularly, I always find him, very informative when there's anything going on with Warhammer 40k. That dude is a wealth of knowledge there for sure. But yeah, I love Sargon. He's my boy. All right. A space pirate shanty. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do some singing. So I'm gonna hang tight for just a second in this room here, so I can focus on the actual singing. So yeah, I'll sing Pearl Jam. I'll sing Black. This is arguably my favorite song of all time. Really big fan of it. I do a pretty reasonable Eddie Vedder impression, if you guys know it. But sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay, her legs spread out before me as her body once did. On all 5 horizons revolved around her soul as the earth to the sun. Now the air I've tasted and breathed is taking a turn. And all I taught her was everything. I know she gave me all that she wore, and now my bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. Oh, the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. I'll take a walk outside. Well, I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can hear their laughter, so why do I see her? And twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can wash away. And now my bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. Oh, the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. Alright, we're gonna call it there. But, yeah, I could, that's Pearl Jam, that's not Creed, but, sounds an awful lot like Creed. And for as much shit as Creed gets, I actually don't mind Creed, to be 100%. I don't mind them. They're okay. I propose a band name, The Doctor and His A-Holes. Well, that was not the name of the band that I played in, I'm afraid. But that would have been cool. But yeah, I've been singing for 30 years or so. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing that. When you started on anti-liberal videos on gaming, yeah. Here's the thing, though. I will say, for as much as I do give shit to essentially liberal causes or whatever, like, I'm willing to listen to people. You know, as I was kind of saying earlier, I'm a politico. I like to listen to all kinds of people. They're just unreasonable these days. Let's just be real. Like, they are absolutely unreasonable, untethered from reality, you could even say. So, I don't love that moniker being thought of as anti-liberal. But absolutely anti-whatever the hell these morons are these days. Creed was good, their singer was an a-hole. Yeah, I've heard that. I'll sing some Creed for you guys, too, if we can give it a little bit of time here. We used to do a little bit of Creed. Actually, you guys know the band Days of the New? We used to sound an awful lot like Days of the New. Anti-BS. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. 100%. Like, I don't like to put up with anyone's bullshit. And to be honest with you, that kind of goes with, I've been very quiet about the Goonergate controversy that happened, this past, however many weeks, but, I just don't dig when anybody tries to tell me what I can or can't enjoy, if I'm being honest with you. I'm real freedom of speech, absolutist, in a big way. There are some things that you shouldn't be able to say. Obviously, you shouldn't be able to call for violence or anything, but, I just don't care for people telling me what I can or can't do or enjoy. You're going to really turn me off that way. And some of the people who, like Melanie Mack, I actually like her. I think she's cool. I got nothing against her. I just don't agree with her characterizations of, what is, like, porn or whatever. I think that if we had a conversation, we could probably come to some agreements or whatever, but you're going to lose me when you're telling me that I can't enjoy Stellar Blade because Eve is attractive. That is not going to fly with me. Advisor asks me, do you think wokeness is dying? Dying is maybe a strong word for it. Reeling. It is reeling big time. It is being rebuked. What you have to understand about wokeness, not to go into a little lecture or whatever, but wokeness thrives on the fear of people. People, when folks were afraid they were going to lose their jobs, when they were going to lose their platforms, when they were afraid of being excommunicated from society. Because, I'm old enough to remember what it was like in, 2020 and 2021. It thrived in situations where people, how should I phrase this? Where people were afraid for their lives. I'm not sure how else to say it, but that is going away, and as long as we can keep that at bay, that control that they had over people's personal lives, yeah, I think it's going to die. Because I don't think that people come to wokeness naturally all that easily. Like, you either have to get somebody when they're young, you have to brainwash them, or you have to make an older person, afraid of the consequences. Like, oh, I've got kids, and if I speak out, I'm going to lose my job. That's how you win if you're a wokester. And they have lost that with X. That's why, I know that there are valid complaints about Elon Musk. It's whatever. I like Elon myself, but him purchasing Twitter was the most important thing to have happened in Western culture in the last, I don't know. It's extraordinarily important. I'll just put it that way. I feel like Naughty Dog is another studio that's digging its own grave, and man. Sony, instead of trying to help it, they were like, let me get you a bigger shovel. Yeah, no shit. No crap. Naughty Dog is just ridiculous. As much as wokeness is dying, or being rebuked, however you want to phrase it, there are people who will remain committed to it for a while yet. So, that's tough. It's still a fight that will take a while. Let's just put it that way. So I would have to continue to call out the bullshit. Has to be done. I mean, I look forward to days where, I can just do this kind of thing. I can just sit down and just play some video games and have some fun and not worry about the bullshit anymore. I don't want to talk about culture war stuff. I want to talk about how the new Zelda game's coming out, and man, I really want to play it because it looks awesome. I don't want to have to worry about what they've injected into it. So, yeah, it's unfortunate though. We still have a fight to do. I want to sing some more karaoke though, guys. That was actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Can we get a little taste of my upper range? Not to strain you, but maybe a bridge/hook of my favorite hair metal hit. Ooh, jeez. What would I sing that shows off my upper range? Give me a minute here. I gotta think about that. I'm very particular about what I sing with that. Now, as much as I like hair metal, and I do, I find it extraordinarily amusing, that is not the kind of voice that I have. I do use like I do have an upper range. I have things that I can do with my voice. But I don't know that I would go with something that you would call like hair metal. Let me think about that though. Give me 1 second. I'll think of something I could sing. Because I was kind of saying earlier, my band sounded an awful lot like Days of the New. Does anybody here remember Days of the New? They were a band that only used acoustic guitars. They didn't use electric. But we didn't do that. We used electric guitars or whatever. But we sounded like them. We had a very similar sound to them. My voice sounds like their singer. I started singing earlier and someone asked if a cow was dying. Well, that's not very nice. Fully agree, Doc. I started my channel, but was during the height of Gamergate. I stepped away because games were shit, but I may come back to YouTube soon. Still hesitant. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Touch, peel, and stand. Somebody does know. Shelf in the room. Absolutely. You guys know Days of the New. Days of the New, it's great. Don't really remember the lyrics for all the Days of the New songs is the only thing. I'd have to Google lyrics really quick. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm gonna find something that I can sing though. I was requested to sing something that a little higher end. I just have to pull up lyrics because I'm never gonna remember. Give me 1 sec here, guys. So I'm actually going to do real karaoke, so that you can hear the music as well, I think. The Wolverine game cooked? Yeah, I kind of think so, man. It looks pretty bad. Alright. Got the music turned down on the game so that you can hear the music here. You guys hear that? Too loud? My friends are so depressed. I feel the question of your loneliness. Confide, 'cause I'll be on your side. You know I will. You know I will. Ex-girlfriend called me up, alone and desperate on a prison phone. They were together 7 years. For being sad, I love all of you. Hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too. When you don't know yourself, my friends are so distressed and standing on the brink of emptiness. No words I know of to express this emptiness. I love all of you. Hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too. When you don't know yourself. Auto-tune? I don't use auto-tune, bro. Yeah, my band actually covered this song. A little bit, anyway. Imagine me taught by tragedy. Release is peace. I heard a little girl, and what she said was something beautiful. To give your love no matter what. Here's what she said. I love all of you. Hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too. When you don't know yourself. The 90s was a great decade for music. Agreed entirely. Just thought that would be fun really quick. Alright, let's get back to the game. I'm gonna beat this level. I miss the 80s as well. That was a pretty outstanding decade as well. I was born in the 80s. STP, always loved them. Half the man I used to be. Oh my god, I love that song so much. So good. Anthrax and Iron Maiden in 91. That was badass. Oh my god, that would be a killer concert to go to. I am so envious. So, I am a big, I liked a lot of grunge. I like a lot of different music, though. So, like, I'm not advocating necessarily for one type of music over the other. I have very eclectic tastes, but Nirvana was really big for me when I was a teenager, like everybody that grew up in the 90s, right? But for me, I was always extraordinarily disappointed that, of course, Cobain passed before I had the opportunity to go and see him. Really, really sad. Guy was a bit of a weirdo, but man, I really did enjoy his music. It meant a lot to me when I was a kid. Thing is back then, you'd have all these bands, these musicians and people, they were weird, but they weren't insufferable. They didn't like shove stuff down your throat. It was fine that they were weird and maybe disagreed with, you know, what the mainstream people might have thought, but they weren't insufferable. I don't know how else to say it. They weren't that bad. Early mid-90s grunge was so peak, STP all the way. I concur. Alice in Chains is another big one for me, but man, I agree. They were outstanding. The STP song from The Crow, excellent song. Excellent movie, of course, too. To say nothing about great the movie is. Hats off for hitting Flea's off-key backups, LOL. Well, thank you. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They were extraordinary as well. One of my favorite songs. Get your little ass over here, dude. Gotta have some light. Oh yeah, there's only one Crow movie. The Crow 2 was, how should I say this? Tolerable. It was tolerable. I didn't despise it, but it definitely wasn't anywhere near as good as the original. And this new one that just came out just sucks, man. They just don't understand why people like what they like. They just don't get it, man. Oh, White Zombie. You got to go to White Zombie as your first concert. That is awesome. I don't like Courtney music. No disrespect. Just not my cup of tea. That's cool, man. I don't get too hung up over musical tastes with people or whatever. I have a lot of different music that I like. As I was saying, I have a very eclectic list of music that I like. I'm not the biggest country fan, but I do listen. There are songs that I like. There are songs that mean a lot to me, actually. I would go so far as to say. My dad was a big country guy, and there's stuff that I like. I'm not a big rap guy either, but I mean, I can listen to some stuff, you know, so it's fine. But I listen to a lot of different stuff, and I definitely don't have a problem with people having different opinions than me. That's all good. One of the best soundtracks was The Crow, 100%. Country, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's not my favorite genre or anything like that, but there are a few songs that have some meaning for me. That's for sure. I grew up basically on a little farm, I guess, for more context. So that was just kind of the life that I lived, for better or worse. That was the culture that I grew up with. Saw Leftover Crack perform. It was an amazing experience. Yeah, right on. 90s country. Yeah, 90s country was pretty good. As far as country music goes, as I say, it's not my favorite. It's not like what I typically listen to or anything, but there are songs where if I hear them, like, that's cool. Elvis to System of a Down to Aerosmith, basically everything that isn't rap. Yeah, I can get down with that. Absolutely, I can get down with that. Elvis was great. I love Elvis. He was the father of a lot of what we hear now. You just have to respect it. Same thing with the Beatles. Like, I'm a big Beatles fan. They were the progenitors of a lot of what we hear in music today. You have to, even if you don't like to listen to them or whatever, you have to give them respect for what they were able to accomplish. Oh, jeez, I'm getting my butt kicked by these little traps. Right now, I should probably go and heal up first, but nope, I got her done. Member for 5 months. Do appreciate you, sir. Do appreciate you. And that's actually one thing to keep in mind here, guys. I was talking about this yesterday, but I'm gonna bring it up again. Something that I've been working on low-key in the background here, which will become available to members much earlier than everybody else, members of the channel, is I'm working on a cartoon. I don't know if it's any good. It's something that I'm just trying. I'm the kind of guy where if I see somebody do something, I want to figure out how to do it myself. I write a lot, so I applied my writing skills to writing something in the vein of like a Futurama or South Park, something like that. Anyway, point is I will have content available for members only to get some critiques on it. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll see what kind of time I have to put it together, but it's actually, the concept, it goes along with the Dr. Disaster mythology. The characters in it are space pirates. They are my crew. The name of the show will be Scallywags. And so if that's something you're interested in checking out way before everyone else, become a member. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out. So just something to keep in mind. The cartoon requires musical montages. I mean, I'm a pretty musical guy, so there is a very strong chance that there will be music in it. Need voice actors. I mean, maybe. To be honest with you, I have been doing all the voice acting for it, even the female characters, using the voice modulator that I have, and just going to town, just going wild with it and having fun. But we'll see. We'll see. Do I have a Discord? No, but I really need to. I really need to. Gotta run, have a great stream. Well, thanks for checking me out. I really appreciate you. And thanks there, the White Wolf, for being my newest channel member. Much appreciated. But yeah, no, I do not have a Discord currently, but I really, really should. In fact, one of the only reasons that I didn't before is that for my work outside of this, oh, thank you, Patrick Duvall, new crew member, much appreciated. For my work, I had to have a Discord up and running at all times, and frankly, I just didn't want to have 2 accounts to manage on my phone for one app. That was going to be a hassle, but that won't be an issue any longer, so I could start a Discord, and I think I will. It would be really cool to have conversations with you guys, run things by you, and frankly, like I do a lot of research before I put together videos, so maybe I could enlist some of you to help me with that. That would be outstanding. Yeah, a lot of Discords do become obnoxious echo chambers. That is definitely true. So I don't know. It's definitely something that's on my radar, though. I would enjoy being on one with you guys. I think I'll bounce too. See you guys next time. All right. Well, I will see you later. Probably gonna be on here for just a few minutes more. Typically, I just try to run for about an hour or so here. That's kind of the plan. So moving forward, I am planning, if you weren't aware, these live streams like this, planning to do them weekdays. It just sounded like a lot of fun, and it's a time that really frankly works for me. But just wanted to do like weekdays, either what would it be, 1 o'clock Eastern or noon Central Time is the best time for me. I'm done with all my work for videos of the day oftentimes by that time, and there's nobody else at home typically, so I can just kind of do my thing and don't have to worry about ambient noise or anything like that. It just works for me. My schedule really likes this time frame. It works well. So yeah, I think it's nice just chilling and chatting as well. There will probably be days where I have like an agenda with a video, where I'm like, oh, this is what we're talking about today, but that's not really what I'm wanting to do here. I just like to sit down and play video games. Usually, here's the thing, this time of day, I am usually playing video games anyway, so I figured, why not just share that with people and just talk? My favorite video game series, holy crap, that's a tough question. Okay, so I'm a big fan of The Legend of Zelda, quite obviously. They really got me when I was young with that series, so that's really high on my list. Resident Evil is really high on my list. Final Fantasy is extraordinarily high on my list as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to like nail down an absolute favorite, but I will give you broad strokes as far as, because I'm like, just like my music, I have an eclectic taste in games. I like to do a lot of different things. I actually like the platformers a lot. I love Mario. I play the shit out of Mario games. I was extraordinarily good at a few of them. Yeah. Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Half-Life, Final Fantasy. I'm hearing lots of different options. Mass Effect, Dragon Age. Yeah, those were great series for a while. Your awesome uniform is handmade or bought. A little of both, actually. A little of both. It's not something that I could wear out and about very easily. It was very difficult to put together and maintain. That's why, I'll have people every once in a while, they're upset that they'll see, like, that my avatar is just an avatar, that it's not me, like, live there or whatever, but it's like, I think a lot of people don't necessarily understand how much of a strain that would be to try to do on a routine basis. It was very difficult to be in. The peripheral vision in it is non-existent. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, though, to answer your question, mostly handmade, though the mask was custom made by someone else for me as a request. Yeah, I play loads of things. I have a very eclectic taste. It just has to be well made. At the end of the day, I just want a fun game. That's why I get a lot of shit from people like, oh, you love Nintendo? I'm like, well, I do. They're fun. They make fun games. They remember what the purpose of a game is to have fun. And you know, a lot of game developers these days absolutely forget that. So for as much shit as I have given Nintendo, because they're starting to kind of go woke, there are at least elements, there are trace elements of it. I will give them this. They do consistently make games that are amusing to play. That is a thing. And I respect it. This is a maze. Was it up, left, down, left, I think? Am I remembering that right? Down and left. And I think this is the other maze. Yep. I play all systems as well. Though I haven't done much with PC lately just because the software for all my videos and everything is absolutely eating up all my hard drive storage. I need a new PC in a big, big way. And yeah. I'm gonna have to replace my PC. That's just all there is to it before I'll start playing PC games. Oh no, I need one more heart. Darn it. Alright. Well, I'll go and grab one more heart. Yeah, they are very well optimized games on Nintendo. There's, as just a pure game studio, they are impressive to me. You know, like I say, I know that some people look down on them, and that's fine. I'm not judging people for having their own opinions. I don't care. I don't have like a really strong opinion about it where I'm going to get upset, but you know, they do a nice job, in my opinion, of putting games together, just fun games. Next Cyber Monday should be good for PC shopping if you can make it that far. Yeah, I don't know. Probably another month or so, and I'm probably gonna pull the trigger. My son's birthday is coming up, and he really wants a PC, so I might give him this hand-me-down, to be honest with you. After everything is taken off of it, there'll be a lot more room for him. We'll see. Dr. D, did you play the Mass Effect trilogy? I played the first two all the way through. The third one kind of lost me. I didn't hate it. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't finish it. But yeah, I did play the Mass Effect games. I enjoyed them. Yeah, to me, that's the right attitude, right there. I appreciate Nintendo, though I don't play their games. They always have new ideas and make their games really fun. I mean, that's the thing. You at least have to respect them for that, for pushing the envelope and doing new things, interesting things. To me, that's impressive. It just is. On a consistent basis, too. They've been in business for decades now, and they just keep pushing the envelope. I mean, I gave them a lot of shit when the Wii came out, because it was, you know, a flawed technology. But let's be real, it was actually impressive. I can't remember where I had to blow up there's a spot here I have to blow up and I get a heart. What is it? I don't need this one. I can go over here. The Wii was goated. I liked the Wii. And actually, in my mind, arguably the most underrated game system of all time. It was just marketed very poorly. But the most underrated was the Wii U. That was a really cool game system that just didn't get marketed well at all. The name was awful. It was just awful. If you already had a Wii, you were probably like, oh, I don't need to buy this. They didn't do a good job of explaining what it was. A lot of people didn't buy it because they thought it was just another Wii. And they're like, well, I already have a Wii. They didn't understand that it was a full upgrade, to a new console. My favorite video game console of all time. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the best era, I'm going to start there. The best era, in my view, was the GameCube / original Xbox / PS2. I love that era. You got absolutely incredible games. The library was outstanding. And if you're going to twist my arm and make me pick, the library on the PS2 gets the nod over barely, because I owned all three of the consoles at the time. And keep in mind that actually back then, the Game Boy Advance was also a thing. So, I mean, what a peak era for gaming. It was so good. So good. And, the console just prior in Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, that was great. So there was a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna have to say the PS2. I think that might be, if you're just looking at like the library and like the fond memories that I have, I think I have to go with the PS2. Oh, it's close for me. Really close. Like, that's a really hard question. It's a good question. It's really hard to answer. No, this is not where I wanted to go. Wrong. N64 was extremely revolutionary for its time. People don't understand what a big deal that was. Those controllers were extraordinarily awkward, yes, revolutionary though. Very revolutionary. Sometimes I think people misunderstand one of the most important things about GoldenEye was the fact that it really was the first true the way that it operated anyway, the first true shooter. I mean, there were ones that Wolfenstein existed. Oh my gosh, I need one more heart beyond that for this sword? Damn it. Okay. Anyway, long story short though, the N64 was very revolutionary. GoldenEye was a very important game in the annals of video game history. And I think sometimes it is, as much as a lot of people revere it, I think they don't understand how important it was. Not to mention, Ocarina of Time is a very important game. Very, very important game. It did a lot of things. The way that it operated, I only imagined prior to that game how they would ever do a 3D Zelda game. I dreamed of that. And the fact that they were able to bring that to life is so incredible. So incredible. In a way, too, that's still meaningful today. They use ideas from Ocarina in modern games. What was my favorite Mario game? Ooh, jeez. This might just be recency bias, but Odyssey was really, really good. That was a fun game. Just looking at the fun of it. My nostalgia. So my son and I used to play, we call it Cat Mario, but Super Mario 3D World. We used to play that all the time together. I have extremely fond memories spending time with my son playing that game. So that is going to be extremely high on my list, just for, the nostalgia with my son. That was the first video game that my one son ever played, and he just loved it all the time. Daddy, 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 can we play Cat Mario? Yeah, man. It was great times. That definitely colors my opinion of that game, no doubt about it. Alright. Well, I am at roughly the halfway point on the game right now. I'm probably going to finish this up tomorrow from here. So make sure that you guys join me same time tomorrow. I'm going to close shop for the day here. But yeah, what is it? 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. And, you know, I go for an hour, hour and a half, whatever, you know, right in that ballpark. So, why is my voice different? Because I am not using the voice changer. I guess the canonical reason, however that's pronounced, would be my mask is off. And you know, just like Darth Vader, when he takes his mask off, his voice sounds different. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I really appreciate y'all being here, and we will play this again tomorrow, and we will probably finish this game up tomorrow. So, much appreciated. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Make sure that you become a member on the channel. That would really help me out. And the cartoon, hopefully I will have something for you guys to look over for me, all of you members, in the next couple of weeks. I've got at least something put together already. I would like to get a little more content for your guys' feedback, but regular non-members of the channel will be able to see full episodes of the cartoon at some point if things continue to go my way, depending on how feedback goes. So we will see what happens. But anyway, stay tuned. Cool things coming down the pipe. I really appreciate you all being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget I have a video popping up in a little over 20 minutes, so be there for that. Anyway, thanks, guys.